Okay, so we have another question here where we are looking at Cournot and Stackelberg. All the information's given. I'll write the total cost just so. No, 60Q. That is quite an expensive marginal cost. 60 for one unit. Who knows? Maybe they're making cars. That would be the cheapest car to ever be on a production line. Probably in China. Okay, so solving for Cournot first. I'll try and go through this pretty quick because we did do another video before that. Yes, I realized my mistake. And you will get 300 Q Q1 squared minus 60Q. Combining like terms. Taking the derivative with respect to Q1. Setting that equal to 0. Seeing that Q2 is also equal to the reciprocal, the mirrored reciprocal. And so these are our best response functions. So for the Cournot, let's substitute in (120 divided by 2). Oh no.
It's 60.
That's 60. I did that very quickly in my head. Minus 0.25 Q1. And combining like terms, 120 minus 60, that will give you 60 very quickly. Very done, quickly done, right in my head. No help whatsoever. And then you have 0.75 by subtracting 0.25, or sorry, adding it to both sides. And you know what? I've done a mistake. That negative changes that into a positive, so that's a plus. And subtracting 0.25 to both sides will give you 1 minus 0.25, giving you 0.75 Q1 equals 60. Divide each side by 3/4. And Q1 will equal, you will get 80, implying that Q2 is also equal to 80. further implying that the market quantity, because it's a duopoly, you only have these two firms, is 160. Now we have our big Q. We can plug that into our price function, aka the demand function. 300 minus 160. You will get 140. And so, continuing on, so finding our profits, I'm just going to plug it in to price times quantity minus total costs. I'll do that for the first firm. Total cost 60Q. Getting tight. And profits for firm 1 is 12,800, implying that profits for firm 2 is also the same. So that is your Cournot. Filling this in, I've already forgotten, 140. And so, I've already made a mistake with the profit, sorry. The profits will be 6,400 for each. Okay, we have Stackelberg now. We're going to tackle Stackelberg. That is a not a simultaneous game. That is a leader and a follower game. So we have firm 1's demand function, where Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. And we have firm 2's best response function. Their best response function, or it's have P equal to 300 minus Q1 plus, and now we make the substitution. And we will distribute that negative. Which will change all the signs. And also break the parentheses. Combining like terms. And now we have a simplified version of the price function. Now, taking the total revenue of firm 1, that's equal to that price times that quantity, and we just figured out P. Times it through by that quantity. So price times quantity is your total revenue. You will get 180 Q1 minus 0.5 Q1 squared. That is your total revenue function. Taking the first derivative, first order conditions, which is the partial derivative with respect to Q1, you get 180. 2 times 1 is, you just get negative Q1. And so that's their marginal revenue function. And we want to equate that to their marginal cost. We know that total cost is 60Q. That is going to equal 60. So we're setting this equal to 60. Setting it equal to 60 and solving. 180 minus 60 is 120. 120 is your Q1. And that is your best response. That is firm 1's best response given firm 2. And so the quantity of firm 1 is 120. Plugging 120 into the best response function of Q2. To get the firm 2's best quantity. $120 times 60, 12 times 6 is 720. Just double check that. $7,200, sorry, that was an extra zero. So obviously it's not multiplied. That would be ridiculous. You would always want to be following. Let's say minus 0.5, so minus 60, which makes sense because Q2 will produce half of the output of firm 1, or the leader. The follower will produce half of the output, or half of the quantity that the leading firm produced or produces. So you will have Q1 at 120, at 60, market quantity is at 180, and price is P is equal to 300 minus 60 120. And the profits for firm 1, 7,200, and the profits for firm 2 is 3,600. So in the Stackelberg and Cournot, Stackelberg produces less. Sorry, the price is less. The quantity is more, but for Q1, the leader, they produce twice as much as quantity 2, and the profits are higher for the leading firm, lower for the second firm, following firm. I hope I did those correctly, and thank you.